So what is the best yarn winder? In this video, I'm going to share with you exactly what I looked for when I purchased mine. So stay tuned. Hi, my name is Sandy Marie with Crochet Fiber Art, teaching tips and techniques to help you with your crochet adventure. My personal focus is on tapestry crochet. On this channel, I share a lot of crochet tutorials. Plus, I talk about materials and tools to make your crochet life easier. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing. And at any point during this video, please check out the show notes and links in the YouTube description below. There I list the materials and tools that I'm using, plus I share a lot of additional information. So let's get started. So what is the yarn winder that I bought 6 years ago? Is called the U-nitt Metal Jumbo Yarn Winder. There are 3 things that you're going to have to pay attention to when you're shopping for a yarn winder. First of all, be very careful and read descriptions about the yarn winder that you're looking at. I know our temptation is to go in and see the cheapest one and go, "Ooh, I'm going to get that one." However, you know, those really cheap ones, they only wind a 2-ounce ball. This is a 2-ounce ball of yarn. This here is a 10-ounce ball of yarn. Well, if all you're going to use this for is to wind up yarn that's left over after a project, that's fine. But if you're like me and you buy bulk yarn, you want something that's going to be able to handle more than just 2 ounces. The descriptions will always tell you if it's going to be a 2-ounce ball or if it's a jumbo yarn winder. But the point is that you want to make sure that whatever yarn winder you get can handle the small balls like this one as well as the large balls like this one. The second thing is to make sure that the gears that are on your yarn winder are metal. Now, I come from a construction family, and I've seen what happens to plastic gears when they're used a lot. Those tools end up getting thrown in the trash because the gears are gone. So if you have something that is a metal gear on your yarn winder, you know it's going to last you a long time. Now, if you want to buy 3 or 4 yarn winders over the next several years, that's fine. Go with plastic. It is cheaper. But if you want something that's going to last a lifetime, please make sure that you're getting metal gears. Now, for me, it was important because I wanted to make sure that my grandchildren could have this yarn winder, and it'll probably go down a couple of other generations. So be careful with this. No plastic gears. Now, I went a little bit further than that. I told myself, you know, no plastic gears, and I really didn't want a plastic unit because I know me. Something's going to happen, I'm going to drop it, I'm going to break the plastic, I'm still going to have to replace it. The third thing that really was something I had to think about was electric or manual. Now, I did go with manual, and here's the reason why. First of all, when I was thinking about it, I thought, well, let me see, electric or manual? Electric gives me more things that could possibly go wrong. I mean, electronics, they don't last forever. We all know that. So that was one thing that really played on my mind. The other thing, I live up north in a little village in the mountains. When we have storms coming in, guess what? I lose power. I can't have my computer. So what do? I wind yarn during those times because I have a manual yarn winder. The other thing that really all of a sudden struck me when I was actually purchasing mine is if I went with electric, I know that yarn has a tendency to clump up as you're winding it. So did I want this big monstrous huge clump to try to go through my yarn winder while I am looking for the off button so I can actually turn the thing off? No. With a manual yarn winder, if I see a clump, I just stop winding. So those are the important things that you should look for when you're buying a yarn winder. Again, I decided on the U-nitt metal jumbo yarn winder because for me, it seemed like spending the extra couple of dollars in order to get something that was high quality was very, very important. So I hope you learned something about shopping for a yarn winder with this, because you really do have to pay attention, especially when you're buying some of the higher end tools to make your life easier. So with this, I'm going to say happy shopping, and I hope you find a yarn winder that's going to suit your needs perfectly. So with all of that said, I'll see you in the next video. Until then, make it an awesome day.